Welcome to my game development stream. First, I'm gonna start my environment, then we're gonna look at the current state of my game, and then I'm gonna decide what I wanna do next. Starting takes a few seconds. Started. Okay, I have some test stuff in here which doesn't mean anything currently. I'm the guy in the middle, I can run around. Here are enemies. If I shoot them, get XP. And if I come too close, they wanna run to me. They reach me, they do damage to me, and if my HP, which is slightly cut off currently, the 200, if this reaches you, I die. If I kill enough enemies, I get a skill point. For example, health just gone up. Multi-shot, I now shoot 2 bullets, and so on. And now the current goal is get the highest score, and the highest score is based on how far from the middle I am. If I run left away from the middle, my score rises. And the slowdown here. I'm interested. And I can get different starting weapons. This is the sword. See, could I slow down this time? Wanna do one more try? And this time, nothing special. Okay, it's ended here. Let's check what I can do today. Game task. Simple menu. This is what I was working on. Currently, I just have some dummy stuff. And this one I'll do it first today. And I have to add some more multiplayer stuff. I did the first real test with a friend, so some strange button not registering AVIA higher deal pings. Have some connecting to running game problems. Some synchronization problems on connection. I think this was important parts. This is single person, it's hard for me to test two clients doing stuff. So I need to look into it how I simulate it someday. So, but first the menu, and I had another idea. I want to do ability, an active ability, active Definition. It active ability. Differ between passive and active abilities. Okay. The character size problem is, let's get it down for some kind of priority. So I would currently see the priority. I want to make the menu. I was putting in a lot of styles in here, which already I don't like. So styles, CSS. I need to load the styles. Does style? Can you help me what I need to put in here? No. Google. Sure. Here's an example. Style type. But there's no path. This? Okay, it's directly in. Okay, not what I want. This item head at CSS. It's a link. Okay. Yes, this one. Let's get this thing out. Copy. Let's call it main canvas. And I already forgot. Do I use brackets? Do I use point? Or was it the CSS update? Selectors might be the correct elements. Hashtag point is class. Yes, okay, and brackets. I think I did it correct. Can do class main canvas, delete this. Should look the same. Nope. No, I didn't want to click this. Does see my style is not in here? Doesn't say that he could not load. This element looks off. Is he able to load it? Yes, he didn't even. Is this missing? I don't think so. Doesn't he want to load it? This site lied to me. It's in the head. Even if I don't use it, I'm confused. I have the styles in here. Link address. I can. It's empty. This explains. But I should have seen if it's loaded. Can he load it? Preview, no preview. I'm still confused. It still looks as if I get an empty. Did I not? I did not save. Now I have my, and now it has the style. Okay. Interesting. An empty file he does not display in the tab. Now I can see it. Or was I blind before? No, I clicked CSS. Doesn't display empty files. Confusing. The setting button. Plus interesting. Doesn't want to tap it in. Setting area. I don't know if area setting div, no. Setting area div, let's call it this. Setting div. Until here everything should be the same. I have a bike is, let's make debug 1. Label 4. Oh, I didn't know this. Debug. Is it for the? It's for the ID. Maybe. Doesn't matter currently. Tell me what. Just don't care for now. Why does a checkbox have a value? I remove it, I would not expect anything special. It can be checked, but it's not a value. It's loaded as checked. Let's see what happens if I have two checkboxes and I have debug there. The 4, if I take it away, I do not know. I have line break here. Let's want this button to show and hide settings, and if settings display none, or it's a different one, I think. Display none is might be the correct one. 8 display none. So now I start on the class diff with height. We don't see it if I press the button and click. Can I write in here currently? Was it alert? Confuses me. A test here. Okay. This works. I want to document. Let's try it here. Document get and by ID. Didn't give it an ID, or yes, I did. Settings. We do this. Finds it. And is there a toggle class or something? It doesn't tell me what I can use on here. Temp on, there's some toggle, some add class, some class. Let's Google JavaScript toggle class. Toggle HTML class, maybe this. Function, and was it function? I hold this and classless toggle. Okay, I was not too far away. Classless point toggle did not. I misspelled it, and I have right. So this is basically What did I do with this? I think I wrote in settings. Nee. Not settings. This ID I had hide. Now it works. Okay. Where did I start? Here. ID settings. Point class. Point toggle. And I totally all in here. Perfect. Now, do I do this in main or game? I only want to. Do I per game? Well, let's see in the main. Creates the game. Create default game data. Then I run. And let's put somewhere a new function. But function HTML check debug check access to settings. I have the game. I two thing. This thing. The settings element. Oh, what did I do? Settings element. So append child. I already think I did something somewhere. It's still in here. No, I think I no longer use it. Yeah, this is also something. I have some HTML, adjacent HTML. Slightly different style, but I can throw in. Let's try this. I have. Can I? Thing element can be null. This is this problem. Not unsure. I hope this is no special cases. I return. Does it? I need CSS for what's the CSS? HTML for one. These notes. I don't. Let's try it like 2, 3, 4. Type checkbox ID will be placed. Let setting checkbox. Let's give it a name. Can use these values and throw them in these things. Then I can insert them. Then I need it's too fast. Function setting checkbox, and this is name string. And checkbox name be simpler. Test it. I could. This is not wrong to test if this exists in the first. I duplicate it this way, but I think it's okay. I still need. No. I will need if. equals and by name checkbox. This is the ID. If checkbox does not exist, I need to create it and create it, add it, and then I can get it. And now I would expect it exists. Should I test again? Or I should have a checkbox. And I need to add an event listener. Checkbox. Nope. Checkbox. Add event listener. Let's Google it. Script event listener to checkbox. Change. The one. It's checked. I think this works fine. Give me all the code. I even call this checkbox perfect. Why this checked? Because it's a function. Let's make it an anonymous function. I think it's easier with work with this in here. Checkbox checked. Does he think is this? No. This HTML checkbox. Oh, checkbox can I not query selector checkbox jQuery selector. I need for TypeScript right type. HTML. Does it need to be some input element? Now he likes checked. I need to do something with it. And needs a game. Not quite, I need the debug better. Debugging type. Debug box name will be true. Does he like it? Does he think debug has these values? Well, let's see first if this works. I need an existing debug time measure data. Time measure data. doesn't like it. Game debug. And there's no guarantee that debug exists. It can be undefined. So this can also be undefined. If it's undefined, I cannot set it. I think I'm gonna change it up that it's no longer can be undefined. It just is empty. Let's change it. Debugging always has debugging. Yeah, but it's optional. This works currently. Now I have those two strings which he doesn't like. I do not call this thing. I put this here. Now I add checkbox. I think I can. Let's see what happens. Time measure data does not react. It's so log changed checkbox. This is true. This is false. Thing. It doesn't say anything. Magic. So I do add these things. I would expect I can checkbox name. Interesting. Now settings. True, false, true, false, true, false. This works, and I oak something. Take time measure provoke. Let's see again if I deactivate it. Do I not check for a return if it's not? Let's try a different. I have two more. These two. So I set them. Do they need to exist in? Let's remove them and see. Ding. Did I not save? I did not save. I think everything is saved. And something does not work. Can go in here and debug is true for time measure data. Ah, I see. Think not quite. Time measure data. This is not the correct. Here. Take time measures. This is the correct. I make a boolean out of the data. Of course, it doesn't work. Now I have debug, take time measures. It's an array of 3. What? Nee. Time measure data. Anartic paint. Have data. It's behind here. Oh, this looks good. Take. I click here and remove it. I want it. Let's paint. Paint active chunks works. This no longer works, but active chunks works. Did I break something? These two. I think this works. Say hi, take time measures. This only, of course, I only have active chunks if I'm playing. And this setting I need to verify. But I need my TypeScript to accept these lines. I currently do not know how. Maybe it's can I force it somehow to accept this code? Maybe not intelligent. It would be better if he knows that this is valid. The other option is I only put in the ones which exist. I no longer need the console logs. I have my thing I create. I only what would be the other option? Debug. Get. If an object I want to get debugging. I mean, I have object keys. When I the keys, can I say debug test 0? Does he accept this? TypeScript get. How do I pair t by string? Blah blah blah. I have this problem, I think. Key of keyword. So this is key of debugging, like this. He still doesn't like it. Let's see what I find here. Yes, the S key of is. Can I throw something like this in here? This is a string. Video. Not quite. Boolean and the Boolean. there are different types in videos. It's object of this. And I access via key of video data. I want to put something in here, he just takes the value. So I can probably just make a test. I do this. He doesn't like it. If I do this, he's okay with it. Now I need to set this value, and this again is not working. So not quite. And if I go back to where I have keys, can I do something like Boolean here? No. Do not know how to tell TypeScript that this works. Let's try one more. TypeScript get property. Set property by string. Sign properties. Okay. Yes, I could have used any. Correct. Could I? Could call this any. Then everything works, yes. How to make it compact? But I have different type. I have number string. This looks good. Object is my type. This is valid, yes, but I set does a point. Calls, I cannot do this. Nothing seems to fit. This is what I need to do. Oh God. Don't like it. It's the best I know so far. And I still want to change it. Okay, the problem that I will have values in the debug which I do not want a checkbox for, so it's okay to add them all here. Then let's keep it like this, even if it's has some bad data inactive chunks. Take time, and I can remove and edit. Main tile ij numbers is gone. This is what I want to verify. Tile ij. Paint tile ij number. Ah, I know. This is because I cache it now. Or do I do this currently change it, and I would need to clear the performance just by default. Performance. What happens? I don't have the game in here. I change the data. Let's take the game. Debug type any game debug, and if I check it, I can do game performance, clear it. Let's see what happens. Now I see them. Okay. Good enough for now, I would say. Then move this function down. There's no longer spot stuff. Edit this here. Create game. I only created for the main game. Could make this much difference. See, still works fine. Styles, let's put it in simple settings menu for debugging options. Push, and this is done. Now I have this done. Do I want to look into the multiplayer problems? Or do I want to... I think I have more interest in adding active stuff. And let's do this. And for this, I will need a new ability. How do I call it? Or what type of ability? I want a simple ability where I click at some point in the screen and I will place a damaging circle there. I call it fire circle. Fire circle. Okay, this is a base idea. Now, an ability is only a name. Oh, this is getting interesting. So, the ability is something the character can do. It has no tick related to it because it's now needs to react on key press. Let's start with shoot or third. Let's take shoot. The base for this. Let's call it fire circle. Circle. I do not have. Let's remove these values and think what I want to have. First, duration of this effect on the ground, damage, it does damage per tick. I want to have duration, damage, size, radius is better. How big it is. This is already everything. Let's make a recharge time and max charges number. Okay, this is add fire circle ability. Will not need to tick. Now this will be interesting. Effect on the ground needs to tick. And I casted it. But as long as I did not tick ability. So is it a different type of tick? think I have to remove it for now. I have to think about it. Should I keep it in? Will definitely be called differently. Upgrades. Okay. Wait, ability. Fire circle. I need these. Time to live. I had a duration. Well, let's keep it. Duration, damage, radius, recharge time, max charges. And I need default values. Duration 2 seconds. Damage. Let's do 10. Radius 20. Might be low. 30, 40. Let's do 30 for now. Recharge time once every second. Max charges. Let's do 3. Duration. Nope, nope. I can just be over. So, tick ability, fire circle. Ability fire circle? Ability, I did not rename it. Now, this did shooting. I do not have this. I keep the function for now, although ability fire circle upgrades option ability. Did we name it? Ability fire circle. Okay. These. Let's do it this way. This damage plus 10. This is size plus any radius. Radius plus 10. I just do it plus 10. Do I want to change beside radius? Duration plus. Let's do one more. Max charges. Recharge time. I probably need to do it like the frequency of the gun. Let's do it. Base frequency increase. I have base duration and call it duration increase. No. Duration decrease. No, not duration. Did I do duration is recharge time. Recharge time vector. Decrease vector. Let's call it something like this. Base recharge time and charge time factor is 1. I think this is how shooting works. Starts with 1, and when I upgrade it, okay, it's just at constant value. This is somewhere else where I need to change it. So here is recharge time. Recharge time minus. The base recharge time, but the recharge time decrease factor, oops, it's plus 0.225, 25%. So now I have 4 upgrades. Do not shoot. It's more I cast fire circle. I have a character. Yes, I have my fire circle ability. Projectiles. What is a fire circle? Is it a projectile? For now, it can be considered a projectile. Ah, now I need to tick. Okay. I have some ideas now. Game time, random seed. I can do it like this, I think. Ability, move direction, doesn't matter. It will also not be character X. Direction, action. I need the faction of the character. The move speed will be 0. It doesn't move. Projectile has no size. A pierce count. Okay, there's a lot of stuff. Time to live. Situation. So pierce, it should never deplete. It does not. It will be spawned at the circle, the special position. Do not need the random seed. do I need the game time? For the duration, okay. So projectiles will become more. Ability fire circle. Character. Ability damage, ability duration, the size is missing. Interesting. And I need the position. Position. Game model. Now I have position. X position. Y. Clicked here. I can throw in a 0. Character faction ability damage. Let's just break it for now to see what is missing. I have the radius. Name is not relevant. Then I have I need more values. I need current charges, charges, the number, and next. Next, we charge time. Let's call it this. Next, we charge time. To set these values, next we charge time is 0. And current charges is max charges. Let's okay. So now in the tick I actually need if current charges smaller max charges. And let me think. And if game time, game state time is bigger equals ability next ability fire circle to recharge time, then ability fire circle Q into charges plus and ability fire circle next recharge time plus equals Yes, let's do it like this. Ability fire circle, base recharge time divided by the fire circle recharge time decrease factor. A divider. Let's keep it like this. So I check, do I on max charges? If not, check if it's time to recharge. I recharge a charge, and I set the time for the next one. And now if I cast, because I need to check if ability tune charges is bigger than 0. Then I can create this. Then ability tune charges is reduced by 1. And now if ability tune charges is ability max charges. So if I'm full on charges, the timer does not, then I do not replenish charges. I in the end need to reset the next recharge time. Can I do it here? If the game time is equals game time plus equal, no, game. Why has it this big E? Game time plus ability is recharge time divided by ability. So, okay, I think this is it. Need to set the recharge time to, okay. For now, will probably need to be exported. Now, what are the next points? This is a fire circle. If I create it, it's a ability name. I also need type string. I don't know if it's good. So in here I want to save if it's an active, but also make a boolean for now. But maybe I want to have more different types. But active and passive are, active can also be understood differently. Passive boolean, let's do this. If I have a shoot, it will be a passive. True. Third is a passive. This will be an active. Now API errors? What did I break? Ability third has a problem. I did not save here. This is the problem. Now I have one problem. Okay, good. How do I continue? The first thing is I need to, as this is an active ability, I need to bind it on some button. So if I create the ability, it's currently happening in my characters. Push up ability. Character abilities push. Then I need a new function. Export function add ability to character. I have a character. I have the ability which I created. I need more. Will be not this. Character abilities push ability. If ability punct passive. It's not passive. Then I would need to keybind it. It's for now. Character So, for example, if I add ability fire circle, I have something unsaved. Ability. Back to one error. Okay. Now I need new inputs. Upgrade actions. Export const ability actions. I can now have ability 1, ability 1, ability 2, ability 3, something like this. Now I need There's keys in here. False. True. False. False. Okay. Key down. AZTP. Okay. Put event, nothing for me. Key up. Tick player inputs. Player direction. Input change event. I have no key bindings. Where do I bind my keys? I'm confused. The input change event. Key bindings. They don't happen in here, but I expected them to be here. Interesting. Then I maybe have them in the game model. No. Default game data. Do I have it in the character? Currently do not know where I set my keys. Interesting. Player. This is probably the place, yes. Player. Player inputs. Okay, then let's key bindings. But I need a mouse button press because it's a targeted action. I need the mouse position. Interesting. Should I care for now? Let's care later. I get key Q, key E, and key R as abilities. 1, 2, 3. Now I them. Someday I have to look how I can make it better, but this is how it works now. So if I press a button, I create an input and it's tick player input. What is created? I think play input change event. This is one I handle command client ID and data. I just say key down. Well, because it's a key, it's correct. It's no mouse. It's the action behind it. And it's a handle command. So I have now a command. Execute command. It's a player input. It goes into player inputs and then player action. Upgrade actions and ability action. If key down, somehow lost a bracket, then I need information. I have a player. It's always player actions, but I need enemies to do actions later. But the actions of enemies will not be bind on inputs. Okay, fair. I need to active ability cast. What do this? What does it need as information? It's a character. I have my fire circle as an example. Needs ability. Position projectiles game time. I think the easiest thing is the game then. Character. Ability. Game will be the easiest thing for now. Let's get in here. Let's find this. So I don't need to export if let's get the game. Let's game state projectiles. For now, we will game state game time. Does it exist or is it just time? It's time, duration, radius. We don't have a radius. For testing purposes, I don't give it 2 times projectiles. Game state time. Cast fire circle. Cast fire circle. Doesn't fit. Doesn't return anything. It has not this. Okay. Should have renamed it, but much different than speed. Now I have ability cast. Oh, there's more missing. I have an action. I know the index of the action. It's the first. How do I know which ability to cast? I need the character model. I need to know I have abilities. I think I want to be able to cast more than one ability on one button press in the future. So, do I create ability with a mapping to a button? But I also need to trigger let me think. I can have a lot of options now. I save as a character. Which ability on upgrade handle command action? I give the ability the information on what it's binded. Which would mean I need to find. Too bad. So if I have here how do I call it? Player input binding? Basically, it's a string. And it's an optional value. And if I do this, it would be ability player input binding. For now, it's simply ability 1. It's not passive, I set this. Okay. And now need to find it. What is the action? The action is a string. And if no, I have a player. Player. Why don't you player or null? Oh, I have the character. Let's take the character if he doesn't want to help me. Why doesn't he want to help me? Oh, because I have the let. abilities, character, abilities, find. For an ability, I point player input binding and I point player input binding equals action. Then I have it in abilities. Then I have ability actions. I have here for ability in abilities. It's not in, it's off again. Off, and I need to put it in. Why doesn't he like it? It's one ability. It just finds one. I want all. Find all. Does it return the first? Returns the value of the first element. Okay. And it's not find. Well, for now we could say we just search the first one. So we have an ability. And if I find an ability, then I have ability actions for this ability. Abuse this index time. This is correct. Ability name. Ability action. This is not what I wanted. Ability functions. And here I want ability cast, which needs a character, I think. Ability and the game. I have everything. And I do not know if this exists. So let's get let functions. Okay, and let's do it. Functions dot. It has this one. This is not undefined. And I should be able to do this. Doesn't care. Perfect. Log unknown. Unknown is missing. Function for and as I do not have what do I give as information here? The action and ability I also have also here. Okay. Do I have an error? No. Didn't get any error. And it was on the shooter. Okay, if I press Q here. Basically, it's reacting to my button press, which is perfect. Now I want to make a mouse press and see the dots there, which means I need a mouse listener. Let's see, this is the main which sets the listener. And I have some key up and key down methods. Player input. I'm not interested in mouse down, but not on mouse up better. Keyboard event. So I think mouse event. Player input change event. This is for key codes. I need to do a similar thing for a mouse. Let's just duplicate it for the beginning. Then never clean it up. But so, mouse down, player input, mouse change event. Okay, it might be interesting in the future to have mouse down, mouse up. Key code. Mouse down. Event type. Let's assume it's called mouse down. I no longer have a key code. Now I go to my key bindings. Key code. One moment. But I want also think I'm not doing it correctly. I do not need a mouse currently. What I currently need is the information where my mouse is. For this I need a mouse listener. I also need to save my mouse position. Game mode. Where does my mouse position? Do I need to put my mouse position in the state? My relative mouse position? Maybe. If I want to think, if I always send the information where I cast, then I do not need to synchronize my mouse position with other clients. There might be cases where I need to, so let's assume I don't need for now. Client key bindings. I could put my mouse position in here because it's related. Mouse position. Perfect. Now I need an error somewhere in client key bindings. starts empty. Can start empty. Interesting. Not have assumed it can. It's an array. Something doesn't match. Correct. It's something doesn't add up. I cannot put it in here. So I will put it on the lowest position. My games. Let's put it here, and it will just be x0, y0. Now. And it will be relative position. Should I rename it? Or like mouse relative position? Relative canvas position, probably. Getting a long name. That's it, what it will be. Okay. Now I need let's function that relative mouse position kommt mouse event start with this in the game. Now I need how do I get the relative position? It's game mouse relative canvas position. Let's just start with event x. X is event x. This is x and y is event. Does y exist? Okay, maybe good enough. Now in the main, I set it on the canvas, I think. It's on the document. Let's put it on C. I would say add. Don't know if mouse listener is add event listener. It's JavaScript mouse events. Give me an example. Document get a checkbox. New mouse event. Document get add event listener click. Okay. So I just click. And I have an E and go away text. What should I call it? Relative mouse position. No moment. Not click, mouse move. Mouse move events. Mouse move. Mouse move. Mouse move. E. And the function, no, do not export it. He wants a game. I did it on the canvas. Maybe. Let's console log. Sing. Let's see. This is basically looking good, but let me check something. Can I now go to style? Stop. To onwards in there. Yes, it's now not correct. Game. This is minus event. The target. Let's game canvas. Canvas element. It needs to exist. Say it exists. Left. Client left. I'm unsure. Let's go here. No, not what I wanted to see. Here. I have an event. Queue and target. Does this seems to be what I want? Do I have an hate what I want? I need the border offset top. Seems to be the value I need. Offset left, offset top. See, sounds perfect. Okay, again. I need queue and target. Event. Queue and target. Gimme. Why does he only give me these things? Queue and target. Because he doesn't know the type. Probably. It's a canvas. Event target. Target equals this as HTML element. Simplest thing. Does this thing has a left? Set left. Set top. The values I wanted. Let's check again. Offset top is 110. Looks good. Did I save? I think yes. Let's see. Now it seems correct. Let's do the other way around. It goes to 0. Okay, seems good. And now I have I need the console log. I have mouse position. Now I can, in the player input, if I click, I can add as data mouse position, this game mouse position, this thing. Okay, perfect. Now I have a new. Oh, I sent data I do not need to send by default. I get the action. I could only add it for ability actions. But currently I just send it always, I would say. Is this good? Is this bad? Sending too much information. This position. Maybe I should. Let's make a differentiation. If action point contains includes index of I think this can return the substring to search for the string. Yes, returns the position of the first occurrence of the substring. And if I do not find it, is it -1? Let's see. I try this. I expect. Here I found something, here not. So I think upgrade, no, ability. I find for ability, I send the mouse position. Okay. Now player action. If I do an ability, I can add one information more to the mouse position. Ability, fire circle, no ability. This could be confusing, but position, let's call it cast position. Cast position. Let me think. It's always relative to the character. Maybe I should already calculate it. I think I will. Okay. Cast fire circle. Fire circle needs position. Cast position. Cast position will be new position. Player input. I know it's a position in here. And it's player action. Do I have the data? I just have the action as information. Two sequences. Tick player input. Player input has a data. Player action only sends action and key down. Let's change it up. I want the data. I see the problem, I think, because this is data is an any type. Const action string const is key down equals data action, and data is key down and const cast. Oh no, cast position comes later. If this has cast position is equals data point. How did I call it? Mouse position? Or I will change it. Cast position. Data cast position will be position and place it in here. This also means that does this work? Determining the cast position. Let me think. Either I send the mouse position, every client calculates the wheel position in the world, the map, or I calculate it here. I will calculate it here now. This is what I came up with. So I have, this is good, or do I think because I find player character here, let's change it mouse to mouse position again. I am a bit more efficient if I do it here. Mouse position, add cast position und position equal to this mouse position X. I need the camera position for this. Do I have the game? I have the game. Let's start with something. Position Y. Is there a calculation? Let's game point, camera point. I'm unsure. I put the mouse position. Doesn't help me, I think, because it's still dependent on the screen size. The mouse position is not working. Or I send the position relative to the character. So I have to change it to cast position again. And I can just throw it in here. He accepts it. But now it's not correct in here. I have the game in here. Let's let cast position be a position. It's based on game. Let's calculate it. Point nose relative position x. Okay. Okay. Do not this. Cast position. Just pass it down. How do I do it? If I stand in the middle, maybe I first see what happens currently. Oh, this. I do not see anything. Let's see if need some feedback. So look. Let's log this here, I would think. Ability churn. So in the data, let's see. I do not. I'm an idiot. I have to queue it. It's not a mouse click. Okay, perfect. That's what I expected. Until it fits. Now I only need to calculate the correct position. And this is based on I do not know if I have helpful functions for this. Get camera position. Game. This can help. Camera position. I do not care where the character is, but my camera is relevant. Maybe. Let camera position equals this. Game. I have a camera position. What do I need? Camera position is the position in the world, and it's the center of my canvas. The next thing I need is I have this mouse position. I need if this mouse position is 0, 0, then it's top left of the corner. It's in the middle, so I need to subtract, I think, game, canvas element. If I cast an ability, not every game have a canvas. This is interesting. So I need a default. If I replay with a different canvas size, but it's because I sent the cast position is no problem. Okay. I can expect this to work. Oh, perfect. Canvas element. This is the width divided by 2. This is a height divided by 2. This I now I just need the camera position X. Oops, and camera position Y. Do I need to subtract it? No, I think it's correct. QQ, it fits now. A1. Dead. Perfect. Should I stop here for today? Can pull some. It works how I want it. Now I need to let's save here. No, I didn't want to save this. So game task, add active ability. I need to redesign projectiles to also include fire circle. circle ability. Size is size and color missing, maybe. I think this is basically it. Should I commit? I think yes. So it's a work in progress. Fire circle ability. Working on push. Okay. Think for now. Let's do a small. Can I press my test button? No, it doesn't. He doesn't survive. Did I change anything? Because I now get more upgrade options. He doesn't survive. So if I take away the fire circle, the test should run again. My assumption. I forgot, but it was about 100 something seconds he survived before. I guess it's good. I didn't. And okay, everything still seems to be fine. Should I do one? I think no need. Then I will end here for today. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.